So I bought this new car. It's a Mazda CX5, and it's a 2016. It's fucking badass, and I thought I would do a review on it. So what I thought I would do was buy some glasses that saw the same vision as what I see. So I found these things. They were 16.99. Looks like they're 18.99 or $25 now. Anyways, it took about 2 weeks for them to come in. They look pretty badass, even if you were to wear them as like normal glasses. Well, the problem is if you do a long video, because I've done this 2 times, 2 run-throughs, they'll for some reason the fucking audio doesn't show up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna narrate this demo for you. 2016 Mazda CX5 Grand Touring has the HD lighting package. Um, those lights will and fog lights, they're LED, and they basically make it look like at nighttime someone has gone and taken a hot white or a hot yellow marker and just lit up the streets with it. It's so beautiful. And whenever you move left or right with the steering wheel, the lights actually turn in the direction that you're going towards. So you could actually go out at night for about 30 minutes and just have fun just going out looking at the way the world looks uh, in that lighting. It's so beautiful. The engine's got the Sky Active technology, and it's got this. I thought that was kind of cool. A dipstick for the windshield washer fluid. I've never seen that before. Everything's nice and clean in the engine. It's a 2.5 liter engine. Uh, I grew up in Europe. 2 liter was a fucking fast car. So this is a Japanese European vehicle, 2.5 liter. It's a fast motherfucker. I know there's like 4 liter trucks and stuff in America, but this fucking thing's got some power, some torque, and some speed. That red thing you saw there was my subwoofer. So the only thing I noticed is I feel like like after you drive around, you put your hand on the hood. It seems pretty hot, but they say it's normal. I think I'm gonna call it Sharky because it's beautiful. It looks like a shark. Uh, it's got the aluminum alloy wheels here. Because it's the Grand Touring, it's like another inch bigger wheels than you would normally get. It's got the dual exhaust, and the I went ahead and had the towing package installed because part of what I wanted was a tool in a vehicle that I could use as a tool and have power and feel good. And it can do up to 2,500 pounds. And when I had a a Bayliner 17-foot boat, that and the aluminum trailer topped out around 2,500 pounds. So as long as you're not going up around mountains and stuff, like in Virginia or something, then you could safely tow, uh, a boat. Um, I right now I have I think they're 12-inch subs and an 1,800-watt Kenwood. It's in a kicker box. The back is already 20% window tint, so I went ahead and had to match it. I would have preferred to put the 35s in there, but I mean they already had 20 installed, so that's like the only thing that I kind of look back on and wish I could just turn it all into 35. But if you look, I mean it's shining. It looks like a mirror. I mean it looks like 35s, at least in this video. But when you sit inside, you can kind of see that you can see more outside than you normally would. So in the back, you got the cup holders for the guys, people sitting in the back. And then this is just little, what my subs look like. Those cables look kind of messy, but no one ever sees them, so I don't care. Everything else, it's all hidden. So you get in there, I got carpeted floors. We got a leather interior with a red stitch. Quite nice. The mirror, actually, oh well, I got the sun strip installed as well when I got my windows tinted. The mirror has the anti bright lights, you know, like it'll, if someone bright lights you, it won't hit your eyes. And then it's also got a button right there. If you hit that, the I've already got it programmed to lift and bring down my garage door. So it's pretty pimp. A light in there turns on and off based on see how as you close it, the light went off. It's got a moonroof. I prefer to call it a moonroof, just like it says in the instructions, because it's too damn bright to having that shit open during the day. I mean, look at that, Jesus. But you could lift it up a little, or you could pull it all the way back. And it came tinted as well. What else do we got going here? Oh shit. Glasses. I didn't even know. I wear glasses to drive, but I did not know that that existed. I just figured that out right now. So that's me testing out my new glasses place. So we're looking at the speedometer here. We got the tach. We got the speedometer. Stock thing says 160 miles per hour, and we're looking at 19 mpg at the moment. It's a 30 mile per gallon vehicle, 32 on the highway, but I drive like a crazy ass all the time. I'm always testing it out, putting it in sport mode, putting it in manual. So I'm slowly creeping up to my, you know, to my 30. And so you got your park, your neutral, your reverse, and then if I believe, yeah, you just move it over to the left, and then that'll put you into a manual mode. Uh, you've also got climate control, both sides. You could do, well, I'll probably show that later. Shoot. Oh yeah, tires. If I set that right now, because I'm sitting there and I believe my tires are good, I set my tires. The next time, anytime that my tire starts to feel a little low, the car will tell me if the car's like low on tire pressure. Traction control you can turn off if you want, and then it's also got these little. If you can almost see the indicators there, where it'll turn yellow. If I turn my blinker on to go left, someone will, my car will beep if there's something in my way there, saying, "Dude, don't fucking move your vehicle into the left lane." There's, you know what I mean? And then if you go reverse, look at that camera, little yellow lines, and if you park just perfect in those yellow lines, when you get out around your vehicle, I'll show you at the end of this video, it looks good. You got your cruise control, and then you've got right there, that's the voice recognition. So I hit that, and then it says basically, hey, what do you what's your command? What do you want? And I said, well, take me home. So it'll pull up, because I already had my address in there. It'll go ahead and pull that up, and then it'll take me home. The other thing is, though, if you don't already have a pre-programmed address in there, then your phone is actually easier to use, because you know on Google Maps you can say take me to McDonald's, and then it'll show you like 3 different McDonald's. Well, this one you need to know the address. So that's one downfall, but there are a lot of pluses to it. The plus being if you just have it following you as you're driving around, then it'll show you all these points of interest that you weren't even looking for. Like there's a Shell station that's nearby, and then there's a couple blue dots. I guess I'm moving on. But it's got, okay, so all of that data, that navigation stuff, because I have the Grand Touring, it's on a SD card, which is down where my finger's pointing, and that data, it's been synchronized to my VIN number because I drove a certain number of miles, and so now I can only use that SD card in this vehicle. Well, and the reason I figured that out is because I tried to copy it and put it in my brother's Mazda 3, also 2016, but I didn't realize that I had driven too far and locked it onto my car. But so, anyways, that costs like $400 from the Mazda dealer for this navigation system. If you don't get that, you just get like the sport mode. It'll just show north and south, longitude and latitude, instead of navigation. So, the cool thing about putting on the navigation though is you this thing this system connects Bluetooth to your phone, and you can control most of your phone with the radial controls in the car without looking at your phone. So it's actually cooler if you let the car do the navigating and you can play with your phone through the car system instead of having the navigation of your phone and Pandora or whatever audio streaming thing that you're using, and messaging, and like it's cool to have them kind of separate, because what it does is those like it plays on the left speaker, um, the navigation does, and then it lowers all the volume throughout the car. And those were both Bose speakers on the bottom. They were subwoofers. They're not even speakers on the bottom doors. And in the middle, it's a top speaker, and the top left and right are regular speakers. Here we got climate control. It's 70 on my side, 69 on the other, and you can't see it, but if you hit the dual button, it would make it 70 across. And then we got nut warmers if you want for either side of the um, passenger or yourself. And then there's passenger that says airbags are off on the passenger side, and that's because if you were to put a baby there, the airbags won't go off. And then so it senses your weight. If you sit there and you're heavy, then the airbags come on. And I was showing you on the bottom left there, if you push up and down on the little parking brake, it's electric parking brake. So if you were to go ahead and you put the parking brake on and then you hit the gas, it takes the parking brake off immediately, which is awesome, because if someone else drives your car, that won't burn up your brakes because they didn't realize you had your parking brake on. So you can go through HD radio traffic map right here. If you don't have that package, you can do the HD radio traffic map if you just have a regular sport version, and it'll show you if there's like accidents and stuff. It'll be updated, uh, but there aren't. That was like the only main application that I really liked. And then what else? I'm really supposed to be showing you the screen, but I'm tilting my head down too much. Damn it. If you go to the display, you can adjust your lights. You can do on, auto, off. I put them on all the time because uh, if you're a truck driver, you'll understand that if people don't have their lights on all the time, there's a lot of situations, especially in rain, that we just simply can't see you. And I'm a truck driver, so I understand that everyone should always have their lights on. But if you put on auto, you can adjust the settings in there, but it will turn the lights on in the night, off in the day. And then we've also got the fob, key fob, for starting and stopping the engine. Um, you've got the smart brake support. If someone brakes and I'm too close to them, it'll let me know by like a beep. And then I've got, because I have the Bose audio system, it's got the Bose center point in there. And then rain sensing wipers. It's so cool. As soon as I don't even have to turn the wipers on anymore. Just wait for the fucking rain to start hitting the windshield and it'll go off on its own. You can adjust the lock settings to, like, if you hit the key once, it can open all doors or one door, whatever you want. Same thing with the lighting. You can do inside of the vehicle. You can adjust how all the different lights in the car and outside of the car, when they turn on, how long they stay on, blah blah blah. It's pretty pimp. I think we're getting pretty close to doing the driving, to checking that out. So that's oh, so we're doing the video of connecting your phone. So I put the Bluetooth on, pair it up. Excuse me. And come on, move your head up, dude. Oh, I got an incoming message from my dad at that moment. That was so weird. Um, I I went ahead and ignored it because for the purpose of this video. But that's the cool thing. Once you pair it up, all of a sudden you can set the phone down, which I should do soon, and you can. So I choose Bluetooth audio, and then there's tons of different options because there's an auxiliary input, but a lot of different audio inputs. Um, so pause the audio. You can adjust your audio there, and you can hit down, and it'll do the mute. So that little, it's like a little command station control center. It's pretty neat. Just right there at your right hand. You don't have to even have to lift it up. It's got your arm on your armrest, your leg, your hand down, and you're just controlling everything. And then it's also got the touch screen, of course. So you're once you Bluetooth your phone, like you're playing audio off of your phone, you hit next, it tells your phone to move to the next song. Like it controls it. You can watch your texts. You can listen to them. You can play them. So here we go to communication. We go down to what are we gonna do? Text messages, right? Oh well, there's all my contacts. But then go to text messages, and then I'll go to like the one Dorcas Cotton. Click that, and because I'm parked, you're able to read it. Hey Mike, blah blah blah. And then, but if you're driving, it won't let you read it. It'll play it. So then I played it, and obviously you can't hear it because fucking audio didn't work on my damn new glasses. But I mean, look at all the options that you can do. It's pretty pimp. I think that's normal view because I think I give up quite soon. But then you've got also things you can say, okay, let me look around near me, and then I want to go categories. I want to look at restaurants, and then search. Boom, bam. KFC, Victor's, and they're all like 1.5, 1.6, 1.8 miles, all nearby. It's a really cool system, man. You get stuck in a sketchy neighborhood, you put in Barnes and Noble, and you'll fucking find your way home real quick. That's a Pete Holmes joke, by the way. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a demonstration of my subwoofers. The motherfuckers are so strong that mirror, it just like starts falling down if I have the volume way up. See how I get the volume way up? Let's see what this song. I it's random songs. I'm not sure what I'm playing, but I sure wish this part would have been. Oh shit! Look at that. Look how it drops down. You had to be there. The volume is so ridiculous that the fucking thing just falls down. That's so nuts. I think I stayed doing this for a few minutes because it's just like your hair is vibrating, your whole body's vibrating, the um, seat behind you it's like being in a massage chair. It's just insane. I gotta find a way to fix that because it's kind of dangerous. But I've already insulated the rest of the vehicle to where I hear all that noise, but outside it doesn't sound like cans in a bag. Like can people don't like I hear it and I feel like it's like super bassy and bouncing and whatever. But if I like rolled down my window and asked someone if they could hear it, like they hear a voo, but it's so quiet. I've got it so well insulated. It's really just for me that sound. which is cool because you can go into like a neighborhood and have it a little louder than you normally would and not feel like you're being a dick. So, we're going to start out with just driving, just straight up automatic driving. As soon as I hit the gas, watch that red go away. Yep, that was my parking brake. So, oh, this is actually pretty crazy. I was about to talk about the torque of when you first start, and I had a perfect example of it. I was about to take that left, and all of a sudden there was a car coming from my left. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see it, so I fucking gunned that shit, and the car took off like a motherfucker. I wish I'd have shown you in the camera. That was a perfect example, or even in the mirror to show that person behind me. These glasses, I don't know if I said it, but you have to aim them down because if you wear them normal, they shoot way up. So I think I'm gonna throw these fucking things away, but they it's hard to get it to see exactly what you're seeing. Oh no, the thing that you're really not getting out of this is the fucking engine. I had the music down the whole time because I wanted you to hear every time that I was like at a dead stop or something, it would just be like wah wah. It was like it's a fucking race car, man. It's so fucking nuts. Oh man, you're so missing out on the most important part of this fucking video. That engine is badass. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll stop it at one right after we get off. We'll get on the interstate. You see me get on there and bolt up and bolt back a little bit, and I'll go ahead and call it quits. The thing about the torque and the speed of this vehicle, the horsepower and stuff, is like the first 10 miles per hour, up until 10 miles per hour, it has this super fast, a super smooth and hard torque. Like, uh, so like if you were on a motorcycle and you were to slam on the gas, you would pop a wheelie or fly really fast. Well, this is like this inhuman, like really strong force that's like there's nothing gonna keep you from moving forward, but it's not really super fast. But as soon as you hit 10 miles per hour, you can fucking bolt. It's so like man, you can drop it, it'll drop down a gear, and you'll fly really fast. So uh, the one thing you can do if you want to chirp the tires, you if you turn your steering wheel a little to the left or right, and you slam the gas down while you're at a stop position, then it'll go ahead. All that torque, all that power will allow it to just and you can chirp and get a good start. But I think if you were like racing someone, you would at first you'd have a slower start and then you just pass the fuck out of them right after. Like as soon as you hit 10, you'd start kicking their ass. That took me a minute to get used to. I had to read online like how come it doesn't start as fast as I want it to. Like it's got all this power, but then they explain that it's a whole torque system that it's considered an automatic, but by definition, but it actually has a gearing system in there that nobody uh that no other car of its class has at the moment. It's actually a weird gearing system that does this torque thing and then goes into a speed thing. So I was demonstrating there. You have a sport mode and you have a manual mode. And what happens when you put it in the sport mode, it'll stay. Uh, it'll take, like, if you're at 3,000 RPMs, you put it in sport, it'll kick it up to almost 4,000, and then it'll stay in that high RPM until it'll stay in that longer when you're before it shifts into another gear when you're driving automatic. So if you do sport and manual, then you're doing manual, you're choosing when to go up a gear, but it's running at way higher RPMs the entire time. So you really feel like you've got a shit ton of control of this vehicle, you know? Like it's really, there's no delays when you, unless, except for when you're at a stop position. When you put that gas down, the motherfucker takes off every time, especially in sport manual. You know what I mean? So pretty soon here we're going to go ahead and get onto this interstate. The good thing I like about this vehicle that you can't exactly see right now is the vision. I had a Dodge Avenger. You could see, uh, it was like having a small box on the back. See? Like, but here, you can see anything and everything around you. And if you're in reverse, you got a fucking camera. So it's like, and the mirrors are big. Like, there, you can just see everything. It's like you're in a SUV, a smaller one. You're in an SUV, but when you're sitting in the driver's seat, you feel like it's the fast. You're in a fast sport car with perfect vision everywhere. But then in reality, you've got this tool that can do anything. You can take kids, groceries, pull a boat. You can do whatever you want. It's fast. It's like, it's weird, man. It's everything in one package. So this, I know this. Oh, even the sound. So I got the left-hand blinker on. Even the sound of the click, click, click is beautiful. The feeling of moving the left hand and the right hand turn signal feels perfect. Right now, what I did is I put sport on and I put it in manual. And I'm going to let this guy go ahead of me a little bit so I can try to play around. But I remember he was kind of a pussy, doesn't know how to get onto an interstate. So I'm going to try to go a little slow. And still he's an asshole. Fucking move, you asswipe. Womp six. This is manual. Womp six. Womp. Oh, five. We're almost six. It's almost 80. And I'm not even on the interstate yet. What? If I was on a motorcycle, I'd have done this a while ago, I know. But boom, okay, so we're getting on the interstate, and I'm at like 85, something like that. Pimp. That's, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool, man, to hit such a high speed just on the on-ramp. That was on a curve, and it's a SUV. It's not a fucking motorcycle. You know what I mean? So, you know what? I think I'm gonna end it right here because what I do now is I get up, I get off on an exit and turn it around, come back to the house. I demonstrate how you do a back, and in fact, I'll go ahead and demonstrate the back. I can do that because I'm screen recording. Get to my house. Here we go. We're getting to my house. And I'll demonstrate how the backing works on this thing. That truck is mine on the right, so I'm going to be backing into right there. That's my house. So there you got all those, you got the yellow lines. Look around behind you in case there's some skateboarders or something. Kids riding their bicycles. That's because my glasses have bad FPS, frame per second. They're supposed to be 30, but so you just stare at the um, back, the backing cam, and get all the way back. You put the red dot, you put the red line right there boom, stop. That gives you like perfect space. And then I'm actually going to get out and demonstrate. You walk around, look on the outside, and you can see. I wonder if I finish putting that on. You walk around, look. When you do get back to the red line, that's how much space you got. So it actually gives you a little more space than you actually need. But that's my review.